The massive Imperial ship appeared at the edge of the solar system without warning. Its dark hull absorbed the distant sunlight, stretching nearly 10 kilometers from bow to stern. Inside Earth's Orbital Defense Command, red lights flashed across every screen. Admiral Robert Thompson stood before the main display, his weathered face illuminated by the emergency lights. He watched as the alien vessel moved past Neptune's orbit with practiced ease. 30 years of military service hadn't prepared him for this moment, yet he felt strangely calm. "Sir, they're broadcasting on all frequencies," reported Lieutenant Adams from her station. Her fingers flew across the holographic controls as data streamed in. "Put it through," Thompson ordered, straightening his uniform. The message was clear and direct. "Attention, Primitive World Designation Sol 3. This is Grand Commander Vale of the Galactic Empire. Your world has been chosen to join our magnificent empire as a protectorate state. Prepare to receive our diplomatic vessel." Thompson's lips curved into a slight smile. "Primitive, they say." He pressed a button on his command console. "All stations, maintain Protocol 0. Let them think what they want." Around Earth, thousands of defense satellites remained in stealth mode, their quantum shields making them invisible to Imperial scans. Decades of preparation had led to this moment, and humanity was ready. The diplomatic vessel arrived 12 hours later, a smaller ship that still dwarfed Earth's largest visible spacecraft. It took up position above the International Space Station, its crew likely smugly watching the primitive chemical rockets and basic satellites orbiting below. In the United Nations Emergency Chamber in Geneva, representatives from every nation gathered. The room hummed with quiet conversation as they waited for the alien delegation to arrive. Thompson stood near the main platform, communicating silently through his neural implant with defense commands worldwide. The Imperial delegation materialized in the center of the chamber. 3 tall figures in ornate uniforms looked down at the assembled humans with barely concealed disdain. Their leader, Ambassador Dex, stepped forward. "People of Earth," he began, his universal translator converting his words to perfect English. "The Galactic Empire brings you an opportunity for advancement. Your species has shown remarkable progress, achieving basic spaceflight and primitive digital technology. Under our guidance, you could advance centuries within decades." The UN Secretary-General stood to respond, but Ambassador Dex continued. "Of course, resistance would be unfortunate. The Empire controls 10,000 star systems. Your world, while quaint, could not hope to resist our might." Thompson watched the aliens carefully. They had no idea that Earth's quantum computers were already centuries ahead of Imperial technology, or that human ships could outmaneuver anything in the Imperial fleet. The facade of primitive technology had worked perfectly. "We accept your generous offer to discuss terms," the Secretary-General replied diplomatically. "However, we will need time to consult with all Earth's nations. Surely the Empire understands the importance of proper diplomatic procedure." Ambassador Dex's expression showed a flash of annoyance. "You have 48 Earth hours to accept our terms. The Empire's patience is not unlimited." As the delegation vanished, Thompson received an alert through his neural link. Imperial scanners were probing Earth's defenses, looking for military installations. They found exactly what humanity wanted them to find: outdated missile silos, chemical fuel rockets, and basic radar systems. The real defenses, quantum-shielded and phased out of normal space-time, remained invisible. Beneath the oceans, inside mountains, and hidden in orbit, Earth's true military strength waited. The next 48 hours would determine if they needed to reveal it. In the generator complex beneath Mount Cheyenne, engineers monitored the planetary shield grid. The technology, reverse-engineered from a crashed alien ship 50 years ago, could protect the entire planet. But for now, it remained dormant, hidden from Imperial sensors. "What do you think they'll do when they realize we've been playing primitive?" Lieutenant Adams asked Thompson as they left the UN chamber. The Admiral looked up at the sky where the Imperial ship hung like a new star. They'll either leave in shame or attack in anger. Either way, he smiled. Earth is ready. Thompson knew humanity had spent generations preparing for this moment. The Empire thought they were coming to collect another primitive world. Instead, they had just stumbled upon the most advanced military force in this arm of the galaxy, and Earth was done pretending to be primitive. The 48-hour deadline approached its end. In the depths of the Pentagon's Quantum Command Center, Admiral Thompson watched the Imperial ships through advanced sensors that the aliens didn't know Earth possessed. 3 more warships had arrived, taking positions around Earth's moon. "They're trying to intimidate us," Lieutenant Adams said, studying the tactical display. The Imperial vessels glowed as red markers against the black backdrop of space. Thompson nodded. "And they think it's working." He turned to face the assembled military leaders on the quantum-secure video feed. "All defense grids are ready. The moment they make their demands, we show them exactly who they're dealing with." The Imperial ambassador materialized in the UN chamber exactly as the deadline expired. This time, he brought a squad of armored soldiers with him. Their black armor gleamed under the lights, weapon systems humming with barely contained energy. "Your time for consideration has ended," Ambassador Dex announced. "The Empire requires your answer." He activated a holographic display, showing the Imperial warships in orbit. "Choose wisely." The Secretary General stood, her face calm. "We have reviewed your terms, Ambassador. Earth declines to join your empire." The ambassador's face darkened. "Perhaps you misunderstand your situation. Those ships carry enough firepower to reduce your major cities to ash. The Empire does not make requests. We make demands." Thompson received the signal through his neural link. Across the planet, hidden defense systems powered up. In orbit, thousands of stealth satellites emerged from quantum shadows, their shields becoming visible for the first time. The ambassador's communicator chirped urgently. His eyes widened as he read the incoming data. "What is this? Your orbital space was empty moments ago." "Was it?" The Secretary General smiled. "Ambassador, perhaps you should look again at your tactical display." The hologram shifted, now showing the true situation in orbit. Earth's defense platforms surrounded each Imperial vessel. More ships emerged from hidden docks on the moon, their quantum drives humming with power that made the Imperial engines look primitive. "Impossible." The ambassador stepped back. "You're a pre-spaceflight civilization. Our scans showed." "Your scans showed exactly what we wanted them to show," Thompson said, stepping forward. "Earth has been preparing for contact with aggressive alien empires for generations. We've had quantum computing since before your empire existed." One of the Imperial soldiers raised his weapon. Instantly, his armor locked up, frozen by Earth's defense systems. The other soldiers found themselves similarly immobilized. "Your weapons use 6th-generation quantum circuits," Thompson explained. "We're on the 13th generation. Did you really think you were the first aliens to visit Earth?" The ambassador's face shifted from shock to rage. "The Empire controls 10,000 worlds. You cannot hope to." "We don't want your worlds, Ambassador," the Secretary General interrupted. "We just want you to leave ours alone. Earth is not for sale, conquest, or colonization." Above, the Imperial warships found themselves trapped in quantum containment fields. Their mighty engines, pride of the Empire's fleet, couldn't generate enough power to break free. "This is your warning," Thompson stated firmly. "Earth is declaring itself off-limits to the Galactic Empire. The next vessel that enters our solar system without permission will be considered an act of war. And trust me, Ambassador, you don't want to see what our warships can really do." The ambassador's hands shook as he activated his emergency teleporter. He and his frozen guards vanished, returning to their ship in orbit. Lieutenant Adams checked her displays. "They're powering up weapons, sir." "Let them," Thompson replied calmly. "Time to show them why Earth stayed hidden for so long." The first Imperial ship fired its main gun, a beam of energy that could crack a planet's crust. It splashed harmlessly against Earth's quantum shields, dispersing like water on glass. In the UN chamber, the world's leaders watched the display with quiet confidence. Humanity had spent 50 years preparing for this moment. The Empire was about to learn that they hadn't found a primitive world to conquer. They had found humanity's homeworld, and Earth was done hiding. The Imperial ships retreated beyond Mars' orbit, regrouping after their failed attack. Admiral Thompson watched from the Lunar Command Center as Earth's defense platforms maintained their positions. The quantum shields around the planet glowed softly, ready for anything the Empire might try next. "Admiral, we're detecting multiple quantum jumps," Lieutenant Adams reported. 20 new Imperial warships just entered the system. Thompson nodded calmly. "Right on schedule. They always send the fleet after the first failure." He opened a channel to all Earth Defense Forces. "All units, prepare for Combat Protocol Alpha. Show them what we can do." The Imperial fleet launched their first strike at Earth's moon bases. They thought these would be easy targets, away from the planet's main defenses. They were wrong. As Imperial weapons fire approached the lunar surface, hidden defense towers emerged from the moon's craters. Quantum-powered shields deflected the attacks while automated defense systems targeted the Imperial ships with precision. "They're splitting their fleet," Adams noted. 10 ships heading for Earth, 10 staying to attack the moon. Thompson smiled. "Activate the AI defense grid. Let's show them how Earth fights." Earth's military AI systems were far beyond anything the Empire had ever encountered. They didn't just calculate trajectories, they predicted enemy movements before they happened. As Imperial ships tried to coordinate their attack, Earth's automated defenses were already 3 steps ahead. The first Imperial ship exploded as precision quantum torpedoes bypassed its shields completely. 2 more fell quickly as Earth's lunar cannons fired streams of concentrated energy that cut through their hulls like paper. "Sir, they're targeting the civilian lunar colonies," an officer shouted. "Not anymore," Thompson responded. The civilian areas of the moon shimmered and vanished, replaced by empty craters. The holographic disguise dropped, revealing that the civilian colonies were actually massive defense installations. In orbit around Earth, the other 10 Imperial ships faced similar surprises. Earth's orbital platforms moved with impossible speed, their quantum drives letting them appear and disappear at will. Imperial targeting computers couldn't lock onto them. "Enemy ships are attempting to launch ground strikes," Adams reported. "Show them our point defense system," Thompson ordered. Thousands of tiny drones swarmed out from Earth's atmosphere. Each one carried a miniature quantum reactor, making it as powerful as an Imperial fighter. The swarms surrounded the attacking ships, their combined shields creating an impenetrable barrier. The Imperial fleet commander's voice boomed across all channels. "This is impossible. You're supposed to be primitives. How do you have this technology?" "We reversed engineered it from the ship that crashed here 50 years ago," Thompson replied calmly. "Then we improved it. Your quantum drives are good, but ours are better. Your shields are strong, but ours are stronger. Your eye is smart, but ours." He paused as 3 more Imperial ships fell to perfectly coordinated attacks. "Well, you can see the difference." The lunar battle was already over. 7 Imperial ships floated dead in space, their quantum cores cold and dark. The others retreated, their mighty weapons useless against Earth's defenses. Around Earth, the remaining Imperial vessels tried one last desperate attack. They fired their planet-killer weapons, beams of energy designed to crack worlds in half. Earth's quantum shields absorbed the energy, redirected it, and sent it back at the attacking ships. "Sir, they're calling for reinforcements," Adams said, monitoring the quantum communications. "A lot of reinforcements." Thompson walked to the main viewport, watching as the surviving Imperial ships fled toward the outer system. "Good. Let them bring their whole fleet. Earth has been waiting for this moment for 50 years. In orbit, Earth's true space fleet emerged from its hidden docks. Sleek warships, more advanced than anything the Empire had, took up defensive positions. Their quantum drives hummed with power, their weapons ready. The first battle was over. Earth had won easily. But Thompson knew this was just the beginning. The Empire wouldn't accept this defeat. They would return with everything they had. And humanity would be ready for them. 3 days after the first battle, the Empire's main fleet arrived. 500 warships dropped out of quantum space near Jupiter, their massive forms blocking out the distant stars. Admiral Thompson stood in Earth's primary command center, watching as they approached. "Time to show them our final surprise," he said, turning to Lieutenant Adams. "Send the signal to Neptune Command." Deep in Neptune's atmosphere, hidden beneath layers of clouds and pressure, humanity's greatest secret stirred to life. A massive space station, built 20 years ago, powered up its quantum core. Around it, 300 advanced warships awakened from their long wait. The Imperial Fleet Commander's voice boomed across all channels. "Primitive world Earth, you have committed acts of war against the Galactic Empire. Surrender now or face complete destruction." Thompson pressed a button on his command console. "You still don't understand what you're dealing with, do you?" On screens across the system, classified files began playing. Earth has known about alien life for over 50 years. We've been preparing, watching, learning. The files showed crashed alien ships from 5 different species. Each one had taught humanity something new. Quantum drives from one, shield technology from another, AI systems from a third. "We took their technology and made it better," Thompson continued. "While you thought we were launching chemical rockets, we were building quantum shipyards inside Jupiter's moons. While you watched our primitive satellites, we were constructing a defense network that spans the entire solar system." From Neptune, Earth's hidden fleet emerged. Their ships were smaller than the Imperial vessels, but far more advanced. Their quantum signatures were completely different from Imperial technology, showing just how far humanity had progressed. "Impossible," the Imperial commander sputtered. "Our spies have watched your world for years." "Your spies saw what we wanted them to see," Lieutenant Adams replied, taking over the channel. "Those primitive rockets. Decoys. The International Space Station. A cover for our orbital defense grid. Even now, you're not seeing everything we have." Around the Imperial fleet, space itself seemed to ripple. Hidden quantum sensors, placed throughout the solar system decades ago, came online. Every Imperial ship was now tracked by weapons they couldn't even detect. "Let me explain something about humans," Thompson said, his voice calm but firm. "We're not just good at learning technology. We're good at improving it. Your quantum drives can cross 100 light years in a day. Ours can do it in an hour. Your eye can process 1,000,000 calculations per second. Ours can do 1,000,000,000. To demonstrate, Earth's Neptune fleet executed a perfect combat maneuver, jumping through quantum space in ways the Empire had never seen. They appeared inside the Imperial formation, their advanced shields easily deflecting any panicked response fire. "We could have joined the Galactic community years ago," Thompson continued. "But we saw how you treated primitive worlds, how your empire conquers and subjugates. So we waited, prepared, built our strength." Lieutenant Adams updated the tactical display. More of Earth's ships were appearing from secret bases in the asteroid belt, from under the clouds of Venus, from quantum pockets hidden in space itself. "This is your final warning," Thompson announced to the Imperial fleet. "Earth is not a primitive world for you to conquer. We are not future subjects of your empire. We are humanity, and we have been ready for this moment for longer than you can imagine." The Imperial ships began to retreat, their neat formation breaking apart as they realized just how outmatched they were. Earth's combined fleets let them go, quantum weapons powered but not firing. "Sir," Adams reported, "they're sending messages to their capital. They're warning the Empire not to attack Earth again." Thompson nodded, watching the Imperial ships flee. "Good. Maybe now they'll understand. Earth isn't hiding anymore, and we're not as primitive as they thought. Around the solar system, humanity's full defensive network gleamed in space. 50 years of preparation had paid off. The Empire had come expecting to find an easy conquest. Instead, they had found their superior. 1 week after Earth's revelation, the Empire launched its full-scale invasion. 2,000 warships appeared at the edge of the solar system, led by the Emperor's personal flagship. It was the largest fleet ever assembled in the Empire's history. Admiral Thompson stood at his command post on Titan Base, Saturn's largest moon. Earth's combined fleet waited in formation around him, their quantum drives humming quietly in space. They brought their entire navy, Lieutenant Adams reported, studying the tactical display. Every combat-ready ship they have. Thompson nodded, and left their other worlds defenseless. Pride makes empires do stupid things. He opened a channel to all Earth forces. This is the moment we've trained for. Show them why Earth remained hidden for so long. The Imperial fleet advanced in perfect formation, their weapons charged. Energy beams capable of destroying planets shot toward Earth's defenses, but humanity was ready. The planetary shield grid activated fully for the first time. A web of quantum energy surrounded Earth, extending through space in geometric patterns. The Imperial weapons hit the shield and simply vanished, their energy absorbed and redirected. Launch Protocol Omega, Thompson ordered. Earth's defense platforms began their real work. Instead of just blocking attacks, they started reaching out with quantum tendrils, touching Imperial ships. One by one, the mighty warships found their advanced technology turning against them. "Sir, the quantum virus is working," Adams reported with a smile. "Their ships are losing power." The virus was humanity's masterstroke, a quantum program that could infect and control any technology less advanced than Earth's. As the Imperial ships struggled, their engines died, their weapons went dark, and their shields collapsed. The Emperor's voice boomed across all channels. "What sorcery is this? How dare you attack the Imperial fleet?" "This isn't sorcery," Thompson replied calmly. "This is human ingenuity. We took your quantum technology and saw its flaws. Then we fixed them, improved them, made them our own." Earth's ships moved with perfect coordination, their AI systems working in harmony. They didn't just attack. They danced through space, appearing and disappearing through quantum jumps that the Empire's sensors couldn't track. "Their flagship is attempting an emergency quantum jump," Adams reported. "Let them try," Thompson said. He watched as the Emperor's massive ship activated its quantum drive. But instead of escaping, it remained trapped in Earth's quantum web. The Emperor's voice came again, this time with less confidence. "This is impossible. We are the most advanced civilization in the galaxy." "You were," Thompson corrected him, "until you found us." Consider this a lesson in underestimating primitive species. Around the solar system, Imperial ships were surrendering or being disabled. Earth's quantum virus had turned their mighty fleet into floating hulks. The few ships that still had power were no match for Earth's advanced vessels. "Sir," Adams called out, "we're getting signals from other worlds in the Empire. They're asking for help. They want to break free." Thompson smiled. This was the moment Earth had truly been waiting for. "Send them our quantum shield specs. Show them how to protect themselves. It's time for the Empire to learn that ruling through fear only works until someone shows they're not afraid." The battle was over in less than an hour. The mighty Imperial fleet hung dead in space, their crews being evacuated by Earth's ships. The Emperor's flagship, symbol of Imperial power for centuries, drifted powerless near Jupiter. "What now?" Adams asked, looking at the tactical display showing thousands of captured Imperial vessels. "Now we help those other worlds," Thompson replied. "We show them how to defend themselves." The Empire thought they found a primitive world to conquer. Instead, they found the force that will bring their tyranny to an end. Earth's fleet moved out among the captured ships, beginning rescue operations. The quantum web pulsed with power, ready to defend against any final desperate attacks. But there would be none. The Empire's greatest fleet had been defeated, and the galaxy would never be the same. 2 months after Earth's victory over the Imperial fleet, Admiral Thompson stood on the bridge of humanity's newest ship, the Liberty. The vessel represented the peak of Earth's technology, built specifically to help other worlds break free from the Empire. Another distress call. "Sir," Lieutenant Adams reported from her station. "The Centauri colonies are asking for help. Imperial forces are trying to maintain control through their orbital platforms." Thompson nodded. "Set course. Show them what freedom looks like." The Liberty jumped through quantum space, crossing hundreds of light years in minutes. Earth's improved drive technology had turned the vast distances of space into mere stepping stones. When they arrived, the situation was familiar. Imperial warships orbited the colony world, their weapons keeping the population in line. But they weren't ready for what Earth had brought. "Deploy the liberation packages," Thompson ordered. Small quantum pods launched from the Liberty, each carrying Earth's advanced defensive technology. As they entered the atmosphere, they activated, spreading quantum shields over the major cities. The Imperial weapons could no longer threaten the population. "Sir, the colonial governor is requesting contact," Adams said. The governor's hologram appeared on the bridge, his alien features twisted with worry. "Earth vessel, the Empire will destroy our world for this rebellion." "No, they won't," Thompson replied calmly. "We're giving you the means to protect yourselves, the same technology that kept Earth safe for 50 years. He gestured, and data streams began flowing to the colony's computers. "Everything you need to build your own quantum shields, drives, and defense systems." Around the planet, more Earth ships appeared. They didn't attack the Imperial vessels. They simply surrounded them, their advanced technology making any resistance pointless. "The Empire has ruled through fear of their superior technology," Thompson continued. "But that superiority is gone now. Earth is sharing what we've learned, what we've built. Every world can defend itself." The colonial governor studied the technical data with growing amazement. This changes everything. But our people don't know how to build these things. That's why we're here." Adams stepped forward. "Earth is sending teachers, engineers, and builders to every world that wants freedom. We'll help you protect yourselves." The Imperial ships in orbit tried to intervene, but Earth's quantum virus had already infected their systems. One by one, they powered down, their crews given the choice to surrender or be disabled. News of the liberation spread quickly. Within hours, other nearby systems were calling for help. The Empire's grip on power was slipping as more worlds realized they could fight back. "Reports from the capital, sir," Adams announced. "The Imperial Palace is in chaos. Regional governors are declaring independence. The Empire, it's falling apart." Thompson watched as Earth's ships helped evacuate the surrendered Imperial crews. They built their power on fear and technological superiority. Take those away, and there's nothing left. The Liberty moved to its next target, another world calling for freedom. Earth's other ships were spread across the galaxy, each carrying the same message. Liberation was possible. Independence was achievable. The Empire's time was over. "Message from Earth Command," Adams said. 20 more colony worlds have successfully deployed our defensive systems. The Empire can't threaten them anymore." Thompson smiled. Earth hadn't just defended itself. It had become a beacon of hope for countless oppressed worlds. The very technology that had kept humanity safe was now spreading across the galaxy, breaking the chains of Imperial rule. "The Emperor never understood," Thompson said, watching as another world's quantum shields came online. "True strength isn't about having the biggest fleet or the most advanced weapons. It's about using your power to help others stand up for themselves." As the Liberty prepared for another quantum jump, Thompson knew the galaxy would never be the same. The Empire had wanted to add one more primitive world to their collection. Instead, they had awakened a force for freedom that would reshape the stars themselves. 6 months after Earth began helping other worlds break free, the Imperial Palace on the Empire's capital world sent out a signal that no one had ever expected to hear. They wanted to surrender. Admiral Thompson stood in the grand meeting hall of the newly formed Galactic Council on neutral ground, a space station built by Earth specifically for this moment. Representatives from 300 formerly Imperial worlds filled the chamber, each now protected by Earth's quantum shield technology. The Empire requests terms, the Imperial Chancellor announced, his voice lacking its former arrogance. The Emperor himself had fled to unknown space, leaving his government to face the consequences. Lieutenant Adams, now promoted to captain, displayed the holographic map of the galaxy. It showed the Empire's territory reduced to just 50 systems, all that remained of their once vast domain of 10,000 worlds. "The terms are simple," Thompson replied, standing before the assembled representatives. "The Empire will respect the independence of all worlds that have chosen freedom. You will share your remaining resources to help rebuild the worlds you damage. And you will never again try to conquer those who appear less advanced than you." The Chancellor looked around the room, seeing the determination in the faces of the formerly oppressed species. "And if we refuse?" "You won't," Thompson said calmly, "because now every world has the power to defend itself. The days of imperial conquest are over." Earth's quantum technology had changed the balance of power forever. Even the smallest colony world could now protect itself from the largest fleet. The age of empires built on technological superiority had ended. "There's something else," Captain Adams added, stepping forward. "Earth's deep space sensors have detected signs of other civilizations beyond imperial space. Some of them appear to be as advanced as we are, perhaps more so." The chamber fell silent. The Empire had always claimed to be the most advanced civilization in the galaxy. But now, with Earth's superior sensors, they could see further into space than ever before. "This is why Earth stayed hidden for so long," Thompson explained. "We knew there would always be someone stronger, someone more advanced. The key isn't to rule through power, it's to help each other grow stronger together." The new Galactic Council voted unanimously to accept Earth's proposal. The free worlds would form a cooperative alliance, sharing knowledge and resources while maintaining their independence. Earth would continue to provide defensive technology to any world that wanted to remain free. "What about the Empire's warships?" the Chancellor asked. "The ones disabled by your quantum virus." Thompson smiled. "We'll help you convert them. Their quantum drives can be reprogrammed for peaceful purposes. Exploration vessels, cargo ships, rescue craft. The Empire built them for war. We'll rebuild them for peace." As the meeting concluded, Captain Adams approached Thompson with a final report. "Sir, the last of the oppressed worlds has received our defensive technology. The Empire can't threaten anyone anymore." Thompson looked out the station's window at the stars. "You know, Adams, 50 years ago, when that first alien ship crashed on Earth, everyone panicked. They thought it meant we were vulnerable, primitive, easy targets for conquest. Instead, it made us stronger," Adams finished, "because we learned from it, prepared, united. And now the galaxy is better for it." Thompson nodded. "Not because we conquered anyone, but because we helped everyone protect themselves." The view from the station showed ships from 100 different worlds, their quantum drives glowing as they moved through space. Each one represented a free people, no longer living in fear of imperial warships appearing in their skies. Earth had declared itself off-limits to the Galactic Empire. In doing so, it had helped the galaxy declare itself off-limits to tyranny. The Empire had sought to add one more primitive world to their collection. Instead, they had found the force that would transform the galaxy into something better. Not through conquest or subjugation, but through cooperation and mutual defense. Earth's long-hidden strength had become the galaxy's greatest gift, the power to stand free.